Hello everybody, Arkanobe here, getting back to more Let's Play Trails in the Sky the Third. Last we left off, we did one of Shara's side stories. And now we're gonna do a little bit more of the actual main story. Hold on. That light wasn't on when we were last here. It's dark outside now too. Yeah, it's night here now, just like how the time of day changed on the second plane. And I'd wait for the time of day is the only thing that's changed here. Let's see if we can find anything else. Got it. Huh. Chomp, chomp, chomp. Munch, munch. Why would I ever want to be helped by them? Munch. Gah. Gah! Sound of banging on chest. Ah! Thought I was gonna die. Huh? What's this? Sweat's coming from my eyes? Carnelian priest. What the hell's that? Hell yeah, that's what that is. Look, over there. That must be the warp to the next plane. Still, it's hard to believe that this is the same spot where we saw that beautiful scenery earlier. So the view we saw earlier wasn't real then? Do you think we should proceed onward? I'd say so. We might as well at least look at what we're going to be facing on the next. Gah! But not before we deal with this first. Oh. Shit. What? It's another one of the 77 devils. The other gatekeeper of Gehenna, feared for its dark incantations and frightful magic. A start of the abyss. Ah! What? Is this Weissman's evil eye? It's gotta be from the curse that was based on. A far more powerful version that binds space itself. Damn it, I can't move a muscle. Ugh, if we can't break out of this, we're finished. I don't think I've got a choice here. Be gone, foul, blasphemous beast. Freeze? Thank goodness, I was worried I might not make it in time. Leave the devil to me. Take care of it in no time. I'll take care of it in no time. Whoa! She's not letting the girls in her name down, that's for sure. Don't push your luck, Reese. You know as well as I do it's not an opponent you can take out on your own. I know, but I'm a squire of the Grolsener. I have to at least try. I've got a lot of things that I want to say to you. But right now, what I want to do most of all is protect you. Just like you and Rufina protected me. No! Ah! Reese! No! Freeze! Ah! Kevin! Kevin, can I use the SPF Sphere of Loa? Sphere of Loa says Kevin's. That's great. I sure was expecting to end up having to use this in here. This is just a formality for a worthless devil like you, but I hereby acknowledge you as a heretic to be hunted. Your chances to repent or beg for the God's forgiveness have long passed. May 1,000 thorns adorn your flesh with sorrow. Become dust and vanish into the void of ignorance.
May 1,000 thorns adorn your flesh. Be astonished, ignorant and alone. Strike! Unholy spears of time!
Oh, it is a regular grab.
Come on, everyone!
That's gonna hurt a lot. Oh, that's gonna hurt everybody so much.
I'll save you!
Here I go! You're done!
5K, damn.
Here I go! You're done! Here I go! You're done! Oh yeah!
Exactly what I was looking for. Kevin. Receive sealing stone. Oh. Well, at least it gave us something to justify the trouble. Haha, well done, Kevin Graham. Well done, Kevin Graham. You again. Your next destination is the Path of Beasts. Devour the new offering presented to you and display your seal once more. Then shall the flames of Gehenna burn ever fiercer and my kingdom draw closer to its true completion. Heh, you didn't perform as well as I'd hoped, but my words still came true, did they not? Just who are you? I think it's about time you took that lame-looking mask off and showed us your face, don't you? If that is what you wish, I would be happy to oblige. But ask yourself this. Is that truly what you desire? What? You have but to say the word, and the deed shall be done. Well, what's it to be? Do you wish to see my face? Kevin? That's enough, Lord of Phantasma. Stop trying to mess with Kevin's head with your cryptic nonsense. Haha, I am doing no such thing. If he doesn't understand my words, that is because he chooses not to by himself. Regardless, the time has come for the Child of the Sun to return to you, and with that you will finally be sufficient pieces for me to prepare some more advanced game boards for you. No! Not again! Now your next destination is the Path of the Dream Devils. Cross between the realms of shadow and light and gather black and white pieces therein. Only upon completion of your collection will your path to yet a new game board become clear. Kevin, I know you've got a lot you want to talk about, but let's save that until later, okay? But... Oh. After all, it sounds like this contains the girl we've all been waiting for. Everything else can wait until after she's out of this stone. Thanks, Kevin. Thank goodness we found her. Yay! Here she comes. What just happened? Hey, Estelle. Are you okay, Joshua? What was that light anyway? Huh? Yeah, I'm not surprised you're feeling kind of bewildered right now. Not every day you find yourself in a situation like this. You can say that again. I've missed you, Estelle. Same here. You guys missed me? I've missed you! I'm feeling all emotional all of a sudden. There's so many faces I haven't seen in ages here. I'm not sure where to start. And a few who have done a total 180 since I've last seen them too. I mean, wow, Olivia, you look all princely all of a sudden. And when did you cut your hair, Shara? And is that a new outfit? It's so daring. I've taken quite a liking to it myself. I have to say, I still prefer the old white coat to the much more. I feel much more at home than in it than this. Everyone else is same old though. Well, sorry for not breaking the bank on some new getup for you to gawk at. These clothes are practically my work uniform at this point. It'd take a lot to get me to change them. Oh man, it's so good to see you again. You don't look like you've changed at all. You're still a total airhead from where I'm standing. Annalise, you're here too. And as for you, Josette, can you quit calling me a damn airhead? In case you're raised in a bar, and that's not a very nice way to greet someone. What? I was only telling the truth. Sounds like you're always a huge pain in the butt for poor Joshua. Okay, I'll give you sometimes, but always? Actually, you know what? Scratch it. It's none of your business. Wow, though, even the captain and major are here. It's lovely to see you too, Estelle. It's been quite some time. Man, this is the best reunion party ever. Don't forget about me too. Kevin? I don't recognize the person with you though. Hi. Hello, I'm Reese Argent, a squire of the Gralzitter. Kevin's told me quite a lot about you. He has, huh? It's nice to meet you. You really are a special girl, Estelle. Just having you here brightens up the room. You really think so? Hey, are you okay? You look a little pale. What? Gah! Sorry, Reese. Gonna have to take a rain check on our talk. Kevin handed the cube to Reese. What are you? I'll leave things to you for a while. Keep moving. Kevin! Kevin? Oh, is this because of that thing he did? What thing? What's going on? Kevin! Wake up! Kevin! The Dark Stigma. Oh, Kevin, you crazy. Look at me, Kevin Graham. Instructor Selnet? You look as though you haven't eaten in days. Although by the sounds of it, you really haven't. Nor have you been drinking anything. I was saddened to hear the news about Rufina as well. But unfortunate accidents are a fact of life, especially in our line of work. It's the risk we all choose to shoulder when we depart on a mission. Kill me. Excuse me? I've got no reason to be a knight anymore. I've got no reason to even live anymore. And if someone has to kill me, I couldn't ask for anyone better than you. I doubt I'd even have the time to feel pain before you were done, so if that is your wish, in what world do you think I would happily oblige such an asinine request? You do remember what you said when you first became a squire, You said you offered your soul to the goddess above and your body and blood to her church here on earth. After swearing that, you think you have the right to beg for death, much less a painless one? Don't make me laugh. Still, I was reluctant to relay this information for you. But after seeing how pathetic state you're in, perhaps it won't be so difficult after all. Squire of the Gralzitter, Kevin Graham. From this day on, you are to assume the position of 5th Dominion. Your appointment was decided by the Congregation of the Sacraments, and even His Holiness the Pope has given his approval. The job is yours. What? I imagine you must have at least heard the rumors that the position of the 5th Dominion was vacant. Has been for several decades, too. Congratulations, it turns out that the position was meant for you. How the hell did that baby squire I once helped teach reach the same rank as me? I'm sure the 5th Merkaba will be pleased to finally see the light of day. Why? Oh, and incidentally, it's a tradition to take on a title of your choosing after becoming a Dominion. You might want to start giving some thought to what you want sooner rather than later. As you already know, mine is Carnelia, simple a name as it is. I don't care about titles. I don't care about any of those things. Why? Why me? I couldn't even protect Rufina from... Why me? And to that I say, that is of no consequence here. What is of consequence is that Rufina Argent was a highly capable knight. She may not have been a manifested stigma. She may not have manifested a stigma of her own, but her problem-solving abilities were at times greater than even a Dominion's. Her loss will be keenly felt, and it will be up to our new 5th Dominion to fill it. The words of His Eminence, the Cardinal. Oh, this is rich. This is just rich! Oh man, it's so funny it hurts. I become a knight to protect Rufina, then I end up shooting to the top of the ranks over her dead body? Amazing, huh? Who could have seen that coming? I wish I could go back in time to tell myself when I signed up that's what's gonna happen, just see my own face. So, what will you do? I should make it clear that you do have the right to refuse your new appointment. Admittedly, no one in the Grolzer's 1,000-year history has turned down a Dominion position, so doing so would be unprecedented, but still. Haha, well, no shit. No, I humbly accept my new position. I'm ready to start work as soon as it's there for me. Hell, start piloting on me today, I'm up for it. Alright then, I'll see what I can do. Oh, and don't hold back on me either. Throw me the really hard stuff. The kind you need to be a masochist to take on. And that title thing? Let's go with Heretic Hunter, okay? That sounds just perfect. Labyrinth of Shadows and Light. Sounds both awesome and scary as hell. Wow, so that's what happened. The more I hear, the more off the wall everything happening here sounds. I'm not surprised. We're making progress on working out what's going on, thankfully. We know the place we're in is called Phantasma, and about how it has its own unique rules that govern it. We also know that all of us were chosen based on some criteria, then drawn into it. We still have plenty of questions that need answering, but they can largely be summed up by the following 3. 1. Who are the Lord of Phantasma and Schwarzritter? 2. What is the cube and the identity of the ghost who appears to be connected to it? 3. What is Phantasma and how did it come to exist? That's a pretty succinct way of putting it. There are other questions, of course, but it's true that most of those generally fall under those 3 in some way. Why are there fiends roaming around comes under number 3, for example. Dividing everything up like that does make it all a heck of a lot easier to understand, yeah? Oh, but wait, where does Kevin falling unconscious come into all this? You made it sound like the cause of that was him fighting some giant devil. Yeah, it seemed like the power he used to save us when we were trapped in that barrier. The one that made that red symbol show up on his back. I wonder what that was then. I haven't got any idea what it could have been either. It's possible it may have been some form of thaumaturgy passed down through the church, but I can hardly be sure. Joshua? Do you think you know what it could have been? I think I do. I can't be sure, but I think it was a stigma. Seriously? Isn't that the thing that appeared on your shoulder? Yeah, it was. What you saw was a physical manifestation of an image Weissman had placed deep within my mind in order to control me. Kevin's is likely the same, save the control factor. However, I have a feeling his is also significantly more powerful than mine was. Well spotted, Joshua. Reese? Say, how's Kevin doing? His condition seems to have marginally improved, but what he did resulted in a heavy burden being placed on his mind. So I think it would be best for him to rest for a while longer. That's a relief. Ooh, he sure knows how to give people a fright. Do you mind if I get clarification on something, Reese? Was my theory correct? Yes, it was. He did indeed use the power of his stigma. However, the key difference between his and yours is that his is the one of the original kind, on which yours was likely based. A seal carved into a person's very soul, said to manifest only in dominions of the Grolzritter. What's a dominion? I've heard rumors of their existence personally. The Dominions are a group of 12 knights who lead the Grolzritter. They're supposed to possess incredible power. That's also correct. Their stigmas are the source of that power. They allow the people who possess them to strengthen their body beyond what most would think humanly possible, as well as use high-level thaumaturgy, far exceeding the capabilities of other knights. As I'm sure you pieced together, Kevin is one of them, specifically the 5th Dominion. Are we even talking about the same Kevin who's been leading us around here? Sure doesn't feel like it. Sorry, but I'm a bit confused. Did Kevin have his stigma implanted in him like Joshua did? No, ordinarily stigmas aren't carved in that manner. They appear on their own without human intervention. There are 12 dominions, and that number has always been consistent throughout history. There are times when spots are left unfilled because the stigma bearer to fill them has yet to appear. But they're always out there, whether their stigma has manifested or not. That's so weird, don't you think? So does that mean the stigma Joshua had? Mine was only a replica of the real thing. Weissman was originally a clergyman, so he probably had access to a way to make such a thing. Oh, yeah, I forgot he said that. He used to be a bishop in the Congregation for the Sacraments, which is the organization the Gralsritter answers to. Even back in those days, he was in contact with the Ouroboros and stealing numerous sacraments from the church. Things that were stolen included a vast amount of literature and research on stigmas of the Dominions. We believe he then went to use that material as a basis to realize his dream of creating some sort of superhuman over the society. I thought so. Still, while I think I have a vague understanding of just what these stigmas are now, I'm still not clear on how using that power led Kevin to collapse. Does that risk naturally come with the use of your stigma's power, or is there something more to it? Well, I don't know exactly why, but Kevin very rarely uses the power of his stigma at all. I've heard the only time he relies on it is when disposing of those he brands heretics. In other words, those whose sins are too great for them to ever be able to walk the path of righteousness ever again. Disposing of? That's so ominous. So let's make sure I got this straight. He used a superpower he barely uses out of nowhere, and that caused him to black out because his body wasn't ready for it? That's what I believe is likely the case. I see. I think I understand well enough now. Are you sure it's fine for you to be telling us this? Yes, I'm almost positive Kevin was planning on telling you himself before he fell unconscious. And I believe telling you all of this is necessary in order to ensure your cooperation in the rest of our investigation. Well, if you're sure. Wait, does that mean... If no one has any objections, I'd like to take Kevin's place and lead till he wakes up again. Is that alright with everyone? No problems here. Are you sure you don't want to stay here, though? I would have thought you'd want to stay and look after him. Before he collapsed, Kevin entrusted you with the cube. As such, I believe this is my duty as a squire in his service. So please don't worry about me right now. I'd much rather be helping all of you. Well, if you're sure, I personally see no reason to say no. The remaining members will be sure to look after Kevin. You won't have to worry about a thing, okay? Thank you. I appreciate it. What's wrong, Estelle? Well, so, Reese, I've got a favor I want to ask, if you don't mind. Would you mind if I came with you when you went out to explore? Is there any specific reason? Estelle? Well, it's just, I've only just returned to the world of the living, right? I feel like I want to go and see what's going on for myself. And I mean, I am a bracer, so I doubt I'll get in your way or anything. So, would you mind? Not in the least. I'd love it if you accompanied me. Thanks. Sorry for deciding that on my own, Joshua. Sorry? For what? If that's what you want to do, then you won't hear any complaints from me. We'll be counting on you to do a good job backing Reese up. You know it.
Let's go!
Your aid, please!
Don't make Olivier. I don't know. I don't know if I need to bring a caster along. Yeah, no, we'll bring Olivier along because magic. Alright, Kevino. Let me just take a snapshot of everything I have him built with so I can just easily reapply it. Okay. Alright. Let's have Death Blow 1. Where's cast at? Perfect. Yeah, that'll be fine. Oh, I need to build Reese back up. Because Reese has virtually nothing. So you have Latira for extra heals here. Alright, so I need an attack 4. Damn. So attack. I couldn't make attack. I did make action 4 though. I give him a chance to find him. And give her a chance to just go up there and freaking club him to death. So who am I bringing with me? Olivier, we'll need a new gun just in case. Olivier Estelle is forced to come with me. I don't know. Let's go onward. Onward, ever forward. Whoa! I thought I was ready after you guys told me what happened, but seeing this place seeing the place you once trained at like this is weird. You got that right. I sure wouldn't have wanted to do any courses here if it looked like this. Same here. So this warp thing is gonna take us to the next plane? That's right, the next should be the 5th. Presumably the first of the more advanced game boards, the Lord Phantasma mentioned. We're gonna be in for a really tough ride, aren't we? But hey, we've come through plenty of those just fine. We can knock this one out too. I certainly hope so. Something wrong? No, but I do have a question. Why did you specifically put your name forward to accompany me? Huh? Is it really that big a deal? I can't think of any specific reason you could have to offer to support me. And yet, when making a request, your eyes were filled with determination and resolve, so it wasn't something you did on a whim. You don't mind my inquiry, do you? Nope, it wasn't a whim, though, so you're right about that. It was just, I don't have some big special reason for doing it either. I guess I just wanted to give something back. What do you mean? Well, like, Kevin did a lot for me back during all that trouble in the burrow. He bailed me out of trouble more times than I can count, and he helped Joshua deal with what was burdening him, too. Now he's in trouble just like we were, so it's this thing where I found myself wondering whether there was anything I could do to help. Coming and backing you up was the best way I could do that. Now I get it. I'm still not sure that I understand. I understand you feel indebted to Kevin, but how does helping me go towards repaying that? Isn't that obvious? You're super important to him, aren't you? What? Or I'm not implying that you're going out or anything. Just from all I've heard and seen since being here, it seems like you basically view each other as family. I'm not wrong, right? No, you're right. Before all this started, we hadn't met for almost 5 full years. The only reason we met again at all was because of work. I'm not sure there's any bond between the two of us at all anymore. Yeah, I'm not buying that one. What's so funny? The connection between people deepen over time to become bonds, and once such bonds have formed, it can never be broken. However far apart those people may be, no matter where life may take them, those bonds will always exist in some way. Not my words, by the way. They're just something some old guy I know said to me a while back. And I happen to agree with him. Oh, my neck. Kevin was happy to entrust everything to you without a second thought, right? You were talking like you knew what he was thinking earlier, too, about how he was going to tell us about his stigma. That's proof enough that there's still a strong bond between you. I wish I could be so confident. Still, I can understand why you wanted to come with me now. I appreciate it, too. Thank you, Estelle. You're very welcome. I do have one more question, though. It's something of a personal one, however. Like what? I'll answer it if I can. This is a good chance to get to know each other. Alright, forgive me if it sounds blunt, but... do people often tell you that you're too soft for your own good? What? Ah! What are you laughing for? I think I have my answer. At least let me answer before making up your mind. Ah, screw it. Let's get going. Right behind you. Read you like a book, Mrs. Estelle. Where are we now? Seems to be another enclosed dimensional space. Luminous labyrinth. Oh boy. Like a giant labyrinth of marble in a rift between dimensions. Or at least that's how it appears. Yeah, this will be a blast to go through. We're gonna need to put our backs into this one. Indeed. And quite immediately too. Huh? What? Here comes company. Oh. These are dream spiders. They're foul beasts that devour people's dreams and replace them with nightmares. Well, this plane's off to an awesome start. Well, whatever. Let's kick some devil butt.
Here I
The plane of dreams and sadness, huh?
go! Stand up!
So this game, while it may have turbo mode, clearly wasn't designed with turbo mode in mind. You're pretty invincible. I think that was the last of them. I'm bushed. So were those the kind of devils you were talking about back in the garden? More specifically, it is a subspecies of devils known as dream devils. They're said to specialize in attacking the mind, and I think we've confirmed that to be perfectly accurate. We're gonna need to put more than our backs in at this rate. How about we double check our equipment one last time before we head on? That certainly sounds wise. There's no such thing as being too cautious. I just bought her a new damn weapon. Oh hell, I have a ton of space to with. Just need that to get money. Accessories first, I guess. Alright, what do we need? Hey, 16, 20, 32,000 just for these? Plus another 12? 44,000? Jesus Lord. Good freaking Lord. Such expense. I'm getting some serious Zelda vibes with this track. Actually, while I'm here, let's strip Kevin of that item. Oh, we got another Crimson Eye. Make him just a freaking arts attacking maniac. Alright, let's go to the 5th plane then. And keep on going through a little bit.
We're good to go.
Oh good, getting some decent levels. Alright. So before we do anything, let's... 3 buildings. And Annalise just bodies him.
We're good to go.
Lighter. Okay. Not something I particularly care for, but... Don't give me that evil breath.
Enjoy the show.
Frickin' Olivia, you are going to be an invaluable asset in this journey. Frickin' Mr. Oliver.
Oh, pitiful souls, may you rest.
Star door. All may set foot within this door to lay claim to its rewards. However, you must first overcome a trial. Should this fail to deter you, open the door and step inside. You know what? Why not? Overcome the trial before you. Then I shall grant you a memory fragment and my blessing.
Go! Stand down!
Well, these freaking clowns weren't kidding.
I'm sorry.
Oh, they can cause petrified. This
I
is
was not
freaking awful.
prepared.
I call this Requiem for a Dream. You're feeling devastated.
Got us.
Alright, constantly getting petrified is the freaking worst.
How could I fail?
Constant getting petrified is the goddamn worst.
Upon the golden wings a saddle to that land to rest the golden We're good to go!
I call this Requiem for a Dream. You're feeling devastated.
I'm sorry.
God
I
damn.
was not
These freaking
prepared.
enemies are rather annoying.
How could I fail?
Freaking shit. And petrifies. Hard to hit to itself, huh?
I'm sorry.
Freaking, this is relatively awful, actually.
Upon the golden wings a saddle to that land to rest the
I call this Requiem for a Dream. You're feeling devastated.
He just moves so freaking frequently, it's awful. Freaking, I don't think I'm actually capable of beating this.
Goddess, have mercy.
How could I fail?
Huh. Freaking interesting. I'm just gonna keep freaking getting bodied, aren't I?
Come on! Goddess bless you.
What? I definitely used her S break.
Goddess bless you.
I call this Requiem for a
Yeah, I think I can do this.
Status me.
I don't have anything I can specify.
We're good to go.
Yeah, once they all just start encroaching, I'm gonna get bodied.
I'm sorry.
And that's game over. That's so dumb.
How could I fail?
There's no freaking way I can do this without freaking just relying on the retry offset, which, as I've made clear in all the other games, I absolutely hate freaking doing.
Upon the golden wings of saddle, that land to rescue
I've made it clear in all the previous games that I absolutely hate using retry offset. But I was not prepared for this kind of freaking battle. Mildly annoying, but whatever. You have overcome the trial. Thus I shall grant you a memory fragment and my blessing. Memory fragment of what? It's very non-specific. Oh. Orbments are devices that use orbital energy contained within septium to cause a variety of useful effects. It's only been a little over half a century since they were first invented. But even in such a short time, they have already revolutionized the world as we know it. From daily necessities such as lighting and heating to tanks and other similar weapons used to defend our nation. Orbments are used in just about every facet of our daily lives. In fact, it's now hard to imagine life without them. So much of what we take for granted in life now involves them in some way. And it is to proliferate and advance the development of these orbits that we exist. We, the Epstein Foundation. Our foundation was first established in the year 1155 of the Septian calendar, the year after Professor Epstein's passing, and was created by his brilliant-minded disciples in order to honor his wishes. The foundation is based in his home state of Le Mans, where it remains in operation to this day. It was was rather limited in size in the beginning, and its attempts to spread the orbital technology was initially met with little success. Sensing that the professor's dream would never get realized at the rate they were going, 3 key researchers left Lamont to try and spread the seeds of orbital technology across the continent themselves. One of these is Professor G. Schmidt, the professor who had gained a fine reputation in his home for his skill in the field of mechanical engineering, went around and visited corporations in various nations to persuade them of the benefits of orbits. The second was Professor L. Hamilton. Mindful of meeting the technological gap between regions, he long believed there was rural and remote areas that needed orbital technology more than any other. As such, he enlisted the help of the Bracer Guild, which already had a close relationship with the Foundation, and formed a mission with the intent of promoting and spreading the technology where applicable. The professor himself also toured the regions with the aim of spreading public awareness and laying foundations for others to build on in the future. The third was Professor A. Russell, now known as far and wide as the father of the Orbital Revolution. Professor Russell returned to his home nation of Liberl and continued to work tirelessly to advance orbital technology there. And within a year of returning, he had set up the Zeiss Engineering Factory, now known as the Zeiss Central Factory, or ZCF, and created the first orbit to be made outside Lamont State. 3 years later, the reigning king of Liberl at the time, Edgar III, visited the factory to inspect it and decided to donate a large amount of money to further its research. With His Majesty's endorsement, orbits began to spread like wildfire throughout the kingdom, bringing such prosperity that the people of other nations were filled with envy. Up until then, most people didn't see orbits in a particularly positive light, but their success in Liberl changed those impressions virtually overnight. One nation after another began to reach out to our foundation to share orbital technology, and both our foundation's financial and social standing became that much more secure. In the eyes of the world, the Orbital Revolution was a sudden, far-reaching transformation. But it was only because of the years of reaching out to people and diligent, largely unnoticed research that it was able to happen at all. The Foundation's activities center around the following 3 guiding principles. 1. Carrying out fundamental research on orbits. 2. Spreading orbital technology and informing the public of its benefits. 3. Contributing to the world peace through technology. Now then, let's discuss each of these 3 guiding principles in more depth. 1. Carrying out fundamental research on orbits. The Foundation's most important mission is, naturally, the improvement and development of orbital technology. The fundamental principles behind how orbits work need no improvement as such, but their architectures, their internal structures, have been improved upon countless times in the past, and will surely continue to be perfected by the curious minds as the years go on. Orbits architecture concerns the mechanical parts inside them, such as the cogs and screws, and there are still plenty of room for change as this new technology develops. These improvements could reap great rewards, but the research necessary to make them is known to be as lengthy as it is expensive. As a result, companies who prioritize profit over all else are less inclined to pursue them. That makes our Foundation's research all the more important from a social perspective. 2. Spreading the orbital technology and informing the public of its benefits. 2 other important goals of the Foundation are to spread orbital technology as widely as possible and to educate the public on the correct way to use it. While orbits have become a part of our daily lives of most who live in advanced nations and populated urban areas, the reality in remote and mountainous regions is very different. To counter this, we have long worked to send missions of engineers and bracers to these regions to try and better the standard of living for these people, and will continue to do so. We also continue to work on other ways to spread awareness of orbital technology, such as working closely with the Septian Church to have it added to the curriculum of Sunday school classes. 3. Contributing to world peace through technology. It is to pursue this noble yet extremely difficult goal that the Foundation has become a close relationship with the Bracer Guild ever since its initial founding. The Guild was established as an international peacekeeping organization and can mediate on conflicts between nations from a neutral point of view, making it essential to the stability of our world as it stands. The Epstein Foundation continues to back them up fully in their cause, both with financial aid and using the fact that Lamont State is the only place where tactical orbits are produced to provide them with equipment. Just as well, this relationship also provides ideal feedback towards tweaking the quality of tactical orbits as they're used in combat too. Every machine and every invention goes through a long, grueling process behind the scenes before eventually reaching its finished, refined form, and tactical orbits are no exception. Then, in September 1190, our Foundation unveiled the Orbital Network project, which will be implemented in partnership with the ZCF. Said project aims to join all of Zemuria together with a single united communication network, but our hope is that it will do much more than that. Our hope is that it will help realize a peaceful world through communication. Sadly, Orbit's relationship with peace as a concept has become somewhat complicated. Are they aiding in its realization, or are they doing the exact opposite? Professor Epstein expressed his hopes that their ability to realize limitless looping energy will be able to bring lasting peace to the world. Instead, recent years have thoroughly betrayed those hopes, and the post-revolution world has been a chaotic one indeed. The conflict between Liberl and Erebonia, for one, made significant use of orbital weaponry, airships included. It seems beyond a doubt that orbital weaponry will continue to become more and more advanced, making war an even more tragic event than ever. In the face of all this, how should we go about trying to create a peaceful world? We believe the best way to do this is to rely on the power of communication and the means to do so with people of different nationalities and races. If these people can more easily interact and more easily deepen their understanding of one another, perhaps that will allow us to create a world where we all so dearly desire. In the end, one thing is for certain. Our challenges to try and realize Professor Epstein's ideals are only just beginning. Side story, the Epstein Foundation finished. Yes, that's the one. Booyah. That was largely unpleasant as all hell. I was not expecting to get bodied so thoroughly hard there. But I did. Friggin' oh boy did I. Well, you freaking clown, stop clowning me.
I'm invisible!
You know, I could have just warped back to this, and yeah, I probably actually should have. But we are going to call it there. Until next time, everybody, this has been Ark Nova playing Trails in the Sky the Third. Stay cool.